In today's episode, we're going to talk about 3 changes to the internet that are going to affect a lot of people. You might think I'm talking about net neutrality, but I promise you, I'm not. It's a big topic, but I'm not going to go into it. This is ZakDTV, the place for interesting news from around the net. Let's get right into this. For the old heads out there, like myself, you probably remember a time sitting back and watching TV that was broadcast over the air. You had to have that big antenna up outside your house, and you got to see shows just like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. All that changed in 2009 when everything was forced to go to digital. What that did was free up a lot of airwaves for public services, radio frequencies, stuff like that. Well, that stuff just got cooler. Microsoft is going to announce on Tuesday, in the same hotel that Alexander Graham Bell demonstrated his coast-to-coast telephone, that they are going to use the white space available bands on VHF bands to broadcast broadband internet. They plan on spending $10 billion to make this happen. They're going to roll it out in 12 states and will connect an estimated 2 million Americans to the internet in rural communities. And that's probably why I find this so interesting, living in a rural community. We really don't have options for internet providers. And I know people out there are still on a phone connection. It's that broadband phone connection, whatever it's called, but it's still a phone connection. So this seems like a great advance in our ability to provide internet. And think of what this means too for the world in general. If you can broadcast using VHF frequencies, this could bring internet to the less developed regions in the world as well. You know, doing the same thing that Facebook wants to do with laser-powered drones or Google wants to do with balloons. We could just do it with the existing radio frequencies we have. Now, of course, with any giant infrastructure project like this, there is a lot to go into it. They're going to have to build base stations with the antenna needed to transmit this signal. And then, of course, the homeowners are going to need something in their house to receive that signal, convert it, and send a signal back to that station. Because as you know, the internet's a two-way street. And according to Microsoft, that hardware for in your house will run about $1,000. I kid you not. They say that is just in the beginning. They have to recoup some of their losses, and they plan on getting this down to about $200, which isn't far off from one of those DVRs you get with DirecTV. And then, of course, you're going to have your access fees, which Microsoft says will be price competitive with the existing services out there. So, expensive. But there you go. A lot of you rural guys out there relying on your slow internet might have a better option coming soon. And what I really hope here is with how wide that network can cover all of the United States, this might give our existing telecoms a bit of a run for their money. What do you think about this? Let me know in the comments down below. Next, I want to talk about the situation in China for their internet. On Friday, it was announced that China is going to require auditors to view all video content being uploaded to their internet. Every video service will have to employ at least 3 dedicated censors to make sure all content going up is within their strict guidelines, that it meets their core socialist values. They also order the state-run internet companies to shut down 60 celebrity gossip and social media pages to help actively propagate core socialist values. And from now on, all content that goes up must sing to the motherland, eulogize heroes, celebrate our times in song, and lead people to hold the correct historical, ethnic, national, and cultural view. It's sad in this time that they're censoring the internet so hard. It gets worse though. China has now ordered that their internet providers must block all VPNs through the Great Firewall of China that allows their Chinese citizens access to sites like YouTube or Facebook or Twitter or just real news. They have to all be shut down by February. So these 1.2 billion people will not be able to get global news unless the government processes it first. This will be completely implemented by February 1st. Now you have to wonder, what's this going to do to foreigners traveling in that want to get outside access? Or companies that rely on global reach like Alibaba. And they say they're doing this for national security. But according to a post on Kaiser Kuo's Facebook page, he used to be the head of international communications for Baidu, which is like China's Google. He stated, if they're interested in security and stability, as they say they are, then they should leave VPNs accessible. The number of people using them in China is really small, but really vocal, and I don't think they'll just take this lying down. It will reflect very badly on the party. There are dark days ahead. And while the number he says is very small, is still in the millions. A lot of people that don't directly get their news through a VPN get their news from someone who has gained it from the VPN. So this is going to cut out a lot of people's ability to really learn what's going on. And because this does change the internet forever, we have a new top video on YouTube. Gangnam Style has been replaced. And the guy who holds the new title for this is Wiz Khalifa. Gangnam Style broke the internet back in the day and was able to gain 2,894,927,764 views as of the recording of this video. However, Wiz, with his song See You Again, the one from Fast and Furious 7, has just reached 2,896,846,648 views, again, as of recording this video. I do have to say this, though. When I was looking for the official Gagnam video, I did see that a lot of people were out there crap posting, just taking the original video and reposting, and there are millions and millions of views on those other sites as well. So, while this one video is the leader, I still think Size Video probably has more views in total if you took all those other websites and put them together. But with that, I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks for stopping in. Remember, if you like what I do, go ahead and click that subscribe button, going to show up over here. I do this 5 days a week. That's Monday through Friday. Then I do a live stream on Saturday and a short on Sunday. So if you want interesting news 7 days a week, this is your place for it. And with that being said, I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Be safe.